What's up guys, Cool Professor here, and today we're going to do our first part of Let's Play Cuphead. For those of you that don't know, this is it's like a 2D, kind of a boss rush. I mean, there's a lot of bosses in this game, there's also, some running gun levels, but it's inspired by 1930s art, and I think that's really cool. So yeah, let's get into it. Cuphead, don't deal with the devil. Once upon a time, in a magical place called Inkwell Isle, there were two brothers named Cuphead and Mugman. They lived without a care under the watchful eye of the Elder Kettle. One day, the two boys wandered far from home, and despite the Elder Kettle's many warnings, ended up on the wrong side of the tracks and entered the Devil's Casino. Inside, Cuphead and Mugman soon found themselves on a winning streak at the craps table. "Hot dog," explained King Dice, the casino's sleazy manager. "These guys can't lose." "Nice run, boys," laughed the newcomer. The brothers gasped. It was the casino's owner, the devil. "Win one more roll and all the loot in my casino is yours," the devil boomed. Cuphead, blinded by easy riches, nodded and grabbed the dice for a throw. "Good gosh, Cuphead, no," cried Mugman, for he understood the danger, but it was too late. "Snake eyes," laughed the devil while slamming the floor. "You lose." The brothers pleaded for their very lives. "There must be another way to repay you," Mugman stammered. "Yes, please, mister," Cuphead added. Perhaps there is," the devil snickered, pulling out a parchment. He basically has a list of debtors. Now get going," the devil roared, kicking the boys out rudely. "You have till midnight tomorrow." Cuphead and Mugman were terribly frightened and ran away, going straight to Elder Kettle. And there's that old Elder Kettle. "What a fine pickle you boys have gotten yourselves into. I know you don't want to be pawns of the devil, but if you refuse, I can't bear to imagine your fates. You must play along for now, collecting those contracts. Your debtor friends won't be very friendly to you. In fact, I expect they'll transform into terrible beasts." So he gives you this potion, which, just gives you powers. Sounds like drugs, but we'll go with it. And we're in the tutorial. I'm gonna kind of fly through this, not too big. Jump, you can dash, go under stuff. Right trigger, shoot. You can use the right button to lock. I mean, all these controls you can remap anyway, and I did. And you can parry. You can also parry if you're playing co-op to revive your partner with a 1 hit point. And then you also have like a super powered up move. And you collect coins in this game to buy charms, which are passive abilities, and the shooters, which they're more active. They change like what you shoot and all. I love this background. I just like this whole 1930s art style. And this is like the overworld. This is where you'll kind of move around to levels. The first thing you want to do is come talk to Johnny Appleseed here, and he'll give us 3 coins for our trouble. Then we're gonna go right to the shop. And the first thing that we're gonna buy is gonna be the smoke bomb. The smoke bomb lets you dash, and when you're dashing, you're invulnerable. So it makes it really easy to kind of dodge things. And you gotta remember to equip your stuff. Believe me, I forget all the time. Alright, so we're gonna start with the Root Pack and Botanic Panic. This is probably the easiest. Some people think the slime looking guy is the easiest boss in the game. I think this guy is. Because, I mean, there's just not much to him. The pink items you can parry, so that snake there, you can parry that. This is all he does in his first phase. I mean, there's not much to him. His second phase, he'll cry, and you have to dodge the water droplets. Nothing too fancy. You can parry the pink ones, but I mean, it's really I'd only parry them if you have the opportunity to. It's not worth risking a health point though. And then this is his final form, the carrot. As you can see, he just shoots carrots at you, and then The other attack he has is with his eye there, and he shoots those at you, and that's when you can really use the smoke bomb to dodge him at the last second. Yeah, not a whole lot to this guy. This is probably the one boss that you should be able to beat like your first try without any trouble. Alright, so you can see the grade here. 6 out of 6, probably an A minus. I missed one parry. Oh, an A, not bad. And as you beat bosses, you'll unlock new pathways to go to other bosses and other levels. You can also find shortcuts though. We're actually going to replay this boss because there's a couple bosses in this game that actually have like a secret form, and this is one of them. And there's special like ways that you activate them. And here we see he's shooting faster. Got both parries that time. Okay, so the way we activate the special form here is we don't shoot him when he comes up as an onion. Just, let him be. And then that activates that. So he's definitely, when you activate the secret portion of these, they're definitely harder. Because now you have to worry about the carrots, the little sonic waves, and the little beat guy just, spinning around on you. And ooh, first death of the game. Alright, we're gonna give this one more try, and if we don't get it, we'll probably just come back to it. I'm not gonna spend. There's a lot more to do. And just kind of a quick little fact here. The gameplay for this game is at 60 frames per second, but the background animations and all that is actually traditional 24 frames. So I always thought that was kind of interesting. Alright, there's the beat. I don't know if you can kill him. I've never really tried it. I've always just found it's quicker to just try to take out the carrot. Alright, one hit. That one carrot is just so annoying. Like, it was just flying around. I couldn't get rid of it. Ooh, gotta be careful here. One hit point. Alright. Almost there. I feel like he takes a lot more hits in this mode too, but that could just be because I'm getting less hits on him because of that beat. Oh, this is gonna be that one. I swear, it's always like one carrot you just can't get rid of. There we go. You don't really get anything special for doing this or any kind of special rank. It still looks at, it's all the same grading, basically. And on this one, we got probably a B minus. Oh, A minus, not bad. Alright, let's go. Next, we're gonna go, probably running gun's good. This is called Forest Follies. Realistically, the way you should start, like if you want to make this game as easy as possible, or at least this world, is you should start with getting what's called the pea shooter, which we'll get after this level, and then do this level, because the pea shooter makes this level so easy. Because all you have to do is just, hold it down. I mean, the pea shooter makes all of the running guns easy, because it just kind of tracks, kills everything for you. But yeah, the flower guys aren't a big deal. The mushrooms just kind of do a little puff. Those little purple flowers, those are the ones you gotta watch out for because they shoot those little fire bombs. And the nuts, those things are just kind of dive bombers, so, you know, just kind of watch out for those. Doing okay here. A coin, oh, that was a bad choice. Two mommy, alright. Oh! Oh, man. Alright, so that's where I died. And I don't know if you guys are seeing these, but when you die, it shows you like how far you got in the level. So you can kind of gauge your progress and see, you know, if you're getting close to the end. And that's for running guns, it's just like one flag, but for bosses, it shows you like it also shows you like how many forms they have. Like they'll have multiple flags. Gotta be careful here. Parry. Get this mushroom. Parry again. Dodge a little firebomb. Ooh. Got me. Alright, come on, one more parry. There we go. I hate dealing. The acorns, I mean, as long as you kind of see them in time, they're not that bad. Alright. Ooh, 1 hit point left. Gotta be careful. This is the last part of the level, and I mean it's a pretty standard platform. I don't want to call it a cliche, but it kind of is, where you're just dodging through the piranhas. And that's the end of that. The most important thing in running guns is making sure you get like all 5 of the gold coins, because that's where you that's how you buy extra things in the shop, and it makes everything easier on you. Luckily, the game really doesn't try to hide them or make them super difficult to get, even in the later stages. So now we're gonna get the chaser. That's what it's called. I think the pea shooter is actually the one that you start with. Yeah. The heart adds an extra hit. Spread. This one's kind of like a shotgun almost. The pea sugar I've never liked. The roundabout, it's kind of gimmicky. But the chaser and the one that does the good spread, they're both really good. Ruse of a News. Alright, so for this boss battle, it's pretty simple. You can start out, oh shoot, I messed up. I forgot to. So, another lesson here, you have to remember to equip your shooters. So I forgot to equip the chaser, so I don't have it for that fight. There we go. We don't have the super unlocked yet. We'll probably get that later. And then, you know, you can map how you want to switch your weapon. So that's the chaser. I mean, it's great. It just kind of auto shoots at them. You know, it's not as strong as the pea shooter though. So, and then for this is all he does in this first part, is just kind of bounce around, and then he does that kind of like a little boxing glove almost. Yeah, he's not too tough. Now we're getting into his second form. Second form's the same thing, except now he really does use a boxing glove. Yeah, this is probably the second easiest boss fight in the game, just because, I mean, there's really all you have to do is keep moving, and when you have the smoke bomb here, it just makes it so much easier, because then even if you're caught under him, you can just hit that real quick and you'll go right through. This is the last stage. He just kind of, yeah, that's all he does. He slams down on you, and when he stops, you just use a smoke bomb to get out of the way. So, not a whole lot to this guy. C plus. I mean, we didn't parry or use the super. I mean, we didn't have to use the super. Alrighty, so next we're gonna come down here to the mausoleum. We'll talk to the fish here. Be gone, spirits. Oh wait, it's you. So basically, she's just telling you about, you know, the mausoleum there and how you guys will see. The mausoleums aren't boss fights. They're really just they show you how to parry basically. Yep. That's all there is to this. I mean, the first world really it's not complicated, but it's getting you used to this kind of gameplay, I guess you could say. I think he's the last one, yep. And then, well, Chalice opens, and Miss Chalice. And you'll do 3 of these, and she'll give you, new super abilities in each one. Honestly, I just stick with the first one, because it's the most powerful one, in my opinion. And then, yeah, she reminds you gotta use the equip menu to equip your ability. And it's just an energy beam for your first super. Yep, and then these are the kind of little shots. Your charms, or sorry, this is your super. Your charms go here. There's 6 of them. And then this is the list of all the enemies and levels in World 1. So, and your grades and times with them. And then this here is a shortcut that we can do. Brings us over here to the other running gun, Treetop Trouble. Here goes. And this one, it's pretty easy, you know. You're just going through a treetop, dodging these bugs and these birds. This is where the smoke dash really comes in handy. And if you miss the parry there, you can just jump and smoke dash to the coin. And then you gotta be careful here, you got bugs and stuff. You can kind of cheese this, like using the pea shooter, you can just stay where they can't hit you, but you can hit them. Kind of makes the level easy. You're just climbing up. And he is gone. Wait for that to go by. Same thing here. Jump up. Take out the bug. There's a coin there. And then I think there's one more tree guy after this. And then you're at the top. Yep. So up to this point, this is really the easy part of this level. Yep, you get the coin there. These guys, you know, they just fall away when you jump on them. Not anything crazy. Another coin there. And then once you get to this part, you've hit the boss level, or I shouldn't say boss level. It's really, the running guns really have like a mini boss at the end of them. All this guy is he just spits fireballs at you, trying to knock off the platforms and stuff. And he's gone. And then I really don't like this jump because I don't feel like, yeah, you can make that jump, but it's kind of tough. Okay, so now we are going to head. We could head to the shop, but here's the guy. This guy, he's the one dropping all the coins because he doesn't want the devil to get a hold of him. So now we're gonna head to the shop. We're gonna pick up the spread, the 8-way. I've never actually used the lobber on this because it's just kind of it's too in between for me. Like if you need something to hit, you can use the pea shooter, but then if you need something with like really good damage, the spread works really well. All right, so after doing that, we're gonna come on down here to the boat and do Ribby and Croaks and Clip Joint Calamity. Now this is boss fight kind of shows one of the very few critiques I have on Cuphead, and when we get there I'll talk about it. But for the first phase, all you have to do is they shoot these little flies at you, which you can switch to the chaser to take them down, and then he shoots these little punching bags at you. I always duck down on these because then the only ones you have to worry about jumping for is the ones that are on the lowest level. And here he comes with the flies again, and these are the only 2 attacks they'll do in this phase. This is a really easy phase, and when he gets down all 4s like that and starts rolling, he's coming for you. That's where the smoke dash really helps out. In phase 2, the one on the right, we'll call him Croaks, he turns into a fan, and Ribby starts throwing these balls at you. You can damage either one, so I just kind of like going at Croaks and just dodging the balls that Ribby throws. Not too tough. And then when Croaks opens his mouth, you have to dodge again, and then they turn into a slot machine. Now this will throw coins to begin, and then the little arm comes down, and you parry that arm, and then this is what I don't. The only real critique I have on this game is some of these elements are just random, like and they're not all the same. Like right now, we hit those little platforms. There's 2 other attacks he does, one with flames and the other one with like bouncing balls. And see, here we have the flames. This part's way tougher because you have to go up and down, and you have to really pay attention to this stuff. Versus like if we just got the little platforms the whole time. And there it is. That's a knockout. I'm glad we got the knockout there, because that third one, the balls, those are the worst. Alright. So we have a minute 58, 1 hit point, 2. We didn't parry anything there. B-. And we unlocked the bridge there. Alrighty. I think that's where we're gonna wrap this up at. We don't really have a whole lot left to do here. We have, I think, 2 bosses left. So we'll get after those next time. That'll be all for today. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.